And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Unity, Part 38. In the last one, we continued to investigate murders over in Saint Marcel with the decapitated warden, before we discovered also that we had missed a murder mystery, a dash of poison. With a dash of poison and cut the middleman, we will be finishing up those mysteries, hopefully, in this episode today, before returning to the last Nostradamus enigma, and then finally on to the tapestry thief. Very exciting. So here we are, last time, discovering the corpse of a poor woman next to a very talkative goat. La liberté ou la mort. Allie, a woman's body. The body of a dead woman. She's well dressed, very pale, and roughly 45 years of age. It is not exactly clear how she died, but her eyes are bulging, and it looks as though she was gagging.
Ah, no, you got cold!
We've now tampered with the crime scene. Fantastic. Let's take a look. Oh, they probably crawled out of there. Well, let's see. Bloody vomit. A puddle of vomit and blood. It is as if her innards were all she could retch. An empty coin purse. An empty woman's coin purse. Looks fairly expensive with a gold leaf embroidery. There's a ledger crumpled up inside with an address to a merchant. 39 Rue Saint Dominique. No, Rue Street, Dominique. A small glass vial. Okay. Glass bottle with traces of the same black. Liquid that is next to the male body. A man's body. An unidentified dead man who looks to have been homeless. His clothes are ready and reek of alcohol. The body itself clearly hasn't been dead long enough to smell so putrid. No clear signs of how he died, though his eyes are bulging wide. Drops of black liquid. Smells like a harsh medicinal tonic of some sort. Interesting. Looks as though there's only one place left to go.
Rien mangé depuis plusieurs jours. Donnez-moi une pièce. Une petite pièce. Je voudrais simplement me remplir un peu le ventre. Ou deux.
Mange de la viande ce soir.
There we go. Alright. Merchant.
The purse belonged to my boss, Madame Beaudry, and she hasn't come into work yet. But the bottle, we sell plenty of tonic, but without the label, I can't tell you. Our chemist Nicholas would know if it's ours, or you could talk to Samuel Marot, the apothecary. He sells the same tonic. I'll write you their addresses. Just don't tell Madame Beaudry. Her and Samuel. I'd say hateful would be a mild way to sum up their relationship.
Okay, interesting. Now she still has purses, numerous purses for sale, though some are hidden behind that. Rather expensive. Looks like they use the same gold leaf embroidery technique as the dead woman's purse.
Damn it! They got that phone.
Tonics and medicine.
Where is he? What did this?
And tonic bottle. An exact match to the bottle found at the crime scene, except it's sealed. I cannot tell the color of the contents inside. Okay. We'll go on this way then. See what we can discover. Workshop. Good sir. Nicolas Rochat. Chemist and former employee.
Yeah, that bottle is from Madame Beaudry's shop. I'd recognize it anywhere. Thank God that awful wretch isn't here today. She pays me nothing, and I've had enough. Citizen Moran's given me a better offer. Just need to procure myself a little tonic, if you'll excuse me.
Interesting. A pestle and mortar. It looks to have been used. It smells sweet. Letter from Samuel Moran to Madame Beaudry. I realize our last few conversations have been quite unpleasant for the both of us. But as a good faith gesture, here's a fresh new concoction for you to try. It is included in the package. I am certain you will enjoy it even more than the usual mixture. Best, Samuel Moran. Interesting. More medicinal tonic bottles that match the bottle I found at the crime scene. A notebook filled with chemical compositions and tonic recipes. A few of them look to be mixtures that can easily be cut with sugar. Oh, fantastic. Seems that Citizen Moran is the obvious suspect.
What's wrong with walking? No mistake.
Though, it could always be. That the murderer was actually the as a sort of an initiation. Very interesting. Now to visit Citizen Moran himself. It's taken a while, but I think that I've gotten very good at the free running system of this game. All the bottles look like they were carefully crafted by hand. They give off a strong smell of medicinal herbs and tonics. And mortar and pestle. Set to pulverize ingredients. It's giving off the same strong smell of a harsh medical tonic, freshly used. Empty bottles, pots, and pans, essentially anything a chemist would need to make a tonic. He's been very busy. A variety of chemistry and medical journals provides for extensive reading. And the man himself...
That's not my tonic. You see the cork there? I always mark mine when counting stock. No mark means it's Madame Baudry. That wretched merchant dilutes her tonics with all sorts of chemicals to keep her prices down. It's putting me out of business. You take too much of that poison and you'll be a dead man.
Really? Interesting. An unidentified dead man who looks to have been homeless. So we've got the effects of the tonic. Drops of black liquid smell like a harsh medicinal tonic of some sort. Okay. The empty coin purse leads to her place of business. He must have picked her pocket. Don't know. The apothecary is clearly learned. He has the same smelling tonic. Samuel Moran seems anxious, frustrated. Says the bottle at the crime scene belongs to Baudry. He seems frustrated his competition is using cheap ingredients to drive down their prices. Worth noting, he mentioned that if someone were to administer too much of the tonic, it could kill. Okay. The merchant sells the purses. Johan Alban, quite indifferent to the fact that his boss has not arrived from work. He cannot tell me if the bottle belongs to his shop, as it has no label. He wrote down 2 addresses for me. His chemist, whose workshop is 24 Rue du Gros Caillou, and an apothecary, Samuel Moran. It's sealed, cannot tell from the color of the contents inside. Madame Baudry, so Samuel Moran to Madame Baudry. I realize our last few conversations have been quite unpleasant for the both of us, but as a good faith gesture, here's a fresh new concoction for you to try. It is included in the package. I am certain you'll enjoy it even more than the usual mixture. A few of them look to be mixtures that can easily become a sugar. It smells sweet. Nicolas Rochat, slightly aggressive, shows little care for Madame Baudry. I can definitely confirm that the body is hers. She did not go to work today, and her chemist seems quite pleased about it. Suspicious, as he's looking to join Samuel Moran at his apothecary shop. So either he
Ce passage-là est assez nécessaire pour poser la question. On a déjà évoqué ce point par ailleurs dans la première partie. N'est-ce pas un peu redondant? L'effet de répétition est reconnu pour son efficacité.
it's either the employee or him. That guy's
Inquiétant.
frustrated and anxious. But he wrote a letter to her, giving her a new.
Un autre client bien
Now, is this everything? 505, 505, 404, and 505.
Mais que
You
signifie ce
know,
vacarme?
it might very well be Moran.
Bienvenue dans ma boutique, mon ami.
That's not my tonic. You see the cork there? I always mark mine when counting stock. No mark means it's Madame Baudry. That wretched merchant dilutes her tonics with all sorts of chemicals to keep her prices down. It's putting me out of business. You take too much of that poison and you'll be a dead man. So I did it. But how many lives did I save from her vile poison?
There we go.
I was protecting the citizens of Paris. That woman deserved a taste of her own poison.
Maybe, but that's not you to judge.
You're lucky you weren't poisoned yourself. Take a weapon.
A weapon. Let's see what it is. A course. Popular in Europe in the Renaissance, this weapon features a head of a long spike and two lateral blades. How inspiring. We'll cut the middleman. See what we can do. The last of the murder mysteries. I'll admit I'm a little sad. That's a track I'm not used to. Become quite overcast. I guess this last case will be in the gloom and doom. Interesting. Oh no.
Citizen, stop!
The body is dismembered. These cuts are precise and surgical. There is not much blood, but plenty of sand in the wounds. The fish hook was left attached to the flesh, and the skin is covered in puncture wounds. Oh, messy. A small satchel that contains bait, hooks, and fishing line. It also contains a ripped proof of release document stamped by officials at La Salpêtrière, the asylum next door. The name of who was released is illegible. A heavy set of footprints. Toward, but not away from. Sea. Same algae that grows by the river sea. It is also covered in sand.
Citizen, stop!
Those papers are for a patient that we just released. He always blabbered on about being a fisherman, so your best bet is to check the river. We also had a patient escape a few weeks ago. You can check their cells inside, just down the steps.
The asylum director. Okay. Escaped. Torn medical journal. Pages from a torn-up medical journal belonging to a surgeon named Dr. Leonard Ernie is filled with drawings of the human anatomy and surgical procedures. It also has a large list of patients and their addresses. All but one has been crossed off. A patient named Charlotte Dorian, who lives at 9 Rue de la Muette. There is also a return address for the surgeon at 8 Rue Poliveau. Both addresses will be worth a visit. Who are you?
What happened? I had a paper cut, but my whole arm got infected because it's so filthy in here. Some surgeon thought he had the right to hack it clean off. The pain almost killed me.
A book, Guide to Fish Species. Filled with circled drawings and descriptions of various types of fish, well worn, looks to have been read 1,000 times. A mattress has many small puncture holes in it. Interesting. Okay. 4 out of 5. There's one more here. Oh. A fishing hook. Disgusting. Hidden under the bed is a dead rat, impaled multiple times by a fishing hook.
What can I say? My boss is a good barber, but a horrible surgeon. I was using his clients to make a little money on the side. Cut out the middleman.
Of course, that's my journal. Proof my assistant is taking jobs behind my back. He's always late and off doing God knows what. I don't care how good he is with a blade. I can't trust a man who's stealing clients. Best to let him go.
I'd say it's the assistant then.
Hey! What are you afraid of?
Nothing, besides getting out of practice. So we've got the shack and the dock. The corpses look like they've been sitting here for at least a week. They're hacked to pieces and are now impossible to identify. A large and very sharp cleaver could be part of a set. These look like the kind of leather straps worn to control a prisoner or a patient. They are caked in dried blood. The pages belong to a surgeon's journal. They show diagrams of the human anatomy. Several names of patients are crossed out. Could be potential murder victims.
I was fishing a few days ago and I found a body floating in the river. Cut up arms and legs, too. must have floated here from upstream. I didn't know what to do with it, so I took it to the cemetery. I'm sorry.
A severed arm looks to be female. There are fresh scratches on the wrists. Filled with circled drawings of descriptions of various types of fish, read 1,000 times. Hidden under the bed is a dead rat impaled multiple times by the fishing hook. Okay. The mattress has many small puncture holes in it. Gales Benoit. This patient lost an arm due to an infection. The surgeon visited the asylum recently to amputate. The body in the cemetery also looked very clean cuts, no hesitation. Charlotte Dorian. The body is dismembered. These cuts are precise and surgical. There is not much blood, but plenty of sand in the wounds. A fish hook is left attached to the flesh, and the skin is covered in puncture wounds. A heavy set of footprints. A satchel. Seaweed. Admitted to finding the body and says it came from upstream. Says it didn't know what to do with the body, so he took it to the graveyard. Claims he did not murder anyone, but something is clearly twisted in his mind. The asylum had a patient escape just a few weeks ago. But where did the assistant come from? Well, unfortunately, it's probably either the assistant or the sick man.
Aurait-il perdu l'esprit?
There's another house. I was thinking that was too. I don't know. There wasn't enough.
Please, help! My wife is missing. She'd just come home from the butcher, but when I went into the bedroom upstairs, she was gone and there's blood everywhere. I think it's hers. Please, help me.
Uncooked meat from a butcher shop. Looks like it hasn't been out very long. The shop must be nearby. There's blood all over the house. It is unlikely his wife is alive. It looks like the body was dragged and then bagged up to carry. His wife put up quite a fight. Her attacker looks to have had a lot of trouble with her as the house is a mess. Okay, so we're thinking
Murders? Well, some crazy man came by here rambling about a corpse. That's all I know. How about some fresh pork? My assistant can give you a perfect cut. He's a little slow in the head. Came in here a few weeks ago begging for work, but I tell you, the boy has a gift. A gift that finally leaves me some time to get some fishing in.
I just want to work. I won't bother no one. What do you want? I must work.
You must work. Okay, well. See, genuine, signs of struggle, raw meat. Okay. Statement of the butcher's definitely not right in the head, did not say much, but his boots were caked with sand. Ah. The butcher mentioned someone came rambling about a corpse. That was the fisherman. Hired a new assistant who's good with a knife. It's you.
I just want to work. I won't bother no one. What do you want? Let me cut meat. There was so much to cut, so little time. So much meat left to cut. Can't stop. Never stop.
Where's Vidocq?
Little beast broke out again. Don't you worry. I'll catch up with him soon enough. He's not that bright. Expect to see him on the gallows one of these fine days. Horrible. That's the last time I fish in those waters. Have a look and see which weapon suits you.
Oh, Vidocq. Huh. Officer's Roundabout. A deranged patient at La Salpêtrière Asylum, Simon LaRue managed to steal a medical journal outlining surgical procedures from a visiting surgeon. He became obsessed with dissecting flesh, experiencing illusions of being a surgeon himself. After practicing on rats he'd find in his cell, LaRue felt ready to test what he learned on the world. He made a daring escape, and several civilians were murdered. Their mutilated bodies dumped in a shack by the scene. He eventually found work at a local butcher shop where he continued to hone his skills with the blade. Still, the escaped asylum patient was sloppy. His sand-covered boots and a butcher's knife left in the shack pinned him directly to the ground. ghastly. Well, we've still got some time for today's episode, so why don't we try to figure out a Nostradamus enigma? Sounds fun to me. Not today.
Get over here! I'll serve you up! Citoyen de grâce! Get over here! I'll gut you! Look. Come here! I'll squash you like the bloody maggot you are!
At the edge of the capital, in the shadow of the wall, the swamp of sorrows burns the outcast's fire.
Oh, huh? Oh, you...
Outcast's fire.
A critiqué la révolution, distillant le poison du doute parmi les citoyens.
Outcast's fire.
Where you going? Sorry, Get him off balance.
Wall of the capital. Outcast's fire. Should be somewhere around here. Where the dead rest, Stone Eyes watch vigilant guardians in death as in life. Stone Eyes. I've got to find a church.
Put him in the stocks. Have I seen you before, you fat boy? It's fun to put him in the wall. Right, my friend.
Stone eyes.
Well, this is a surprise.
Okay, not here either.
Quel important passe par là.
Mais qu'y a-t-il?
Don't you! Hold that! I'll break every last one of you! Shit! I've got ya! Now I got ya! Holy nothing left here! You won't shake me!
Let's see. The dead. The dead find rest.
Quel aventurier!
Vous n'avez pas le droit.
Where the dead rest, Stone Eyes watch. Vigilant guardians in death as in life.
Autant de cervelle, John.
What's going on?
That's all.
divertissement intéressant. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, probably a much larger church here.
Le gars, Albert.
Manière de faire de l'exercice.
In the fetid muck, where the dark stream meets her flowing mother, you will find your goal at the foot of the old tower. Flowing mother, large river,
What cheer, Arno? What's all that fuss about?
ruined tower.
Godspeed.
The bottom of a ruined tower.
What's going on now?
Mais pourquoi fait-il ça?
Goes through here.
Now, this is a fortunate coincidence. I bring you.
Fetid muck, where the dark stream meets her flowing mother, you will find your goal at the foot of the old tower.
Gaspiller ainsi son.
Tunnel. Old tower. Makes me want to think it's out here.
Godspeed, citizen.
You will stop right now!
The Pope's dead. A tunnel replaced a wooden bridge constructed in 1370, whose complicated name, Pont de Fuste de Isle Notre Dame at Saint Bernard, did little to make it popular. Washed away by a flood, it was finally replaced. Ruined tower.
Calme-toi, voyons. Nous allons bien trouver une solution.
Il se passe clairement quelque chose.
Oh no, watch you.
Il se passe quelque chose là-bas.
My friend, how are you?
Surely I wouldn't double back. Muck and mire. Ruined tower.
Well, which bone are you breaking?
Broken tower.
back here! I'll cave your skull in, I will!
Answer me, you bastard!
Something tells me this isn't the right area. That's what I heard. Okay, let's try this once again.
Arno, Godspeed.
Okay, this is very much the luck. First.
Bon sang, regardez le faire.
How are you, friend? Still not seeing a ruin the tower.
Tout est bon pour se faire remarquer.
Hey, that's mine! Help! Someone! There's a thief!
Not nearly fast enough, friend.
Il est resté trop longtemps à la taverne.
Qui est-il? La cassette?
Tu me connais mal, mon frère.
Ne nie pas. C'est toi qui l'as prise.
Ne mélange pas.
Fetid luck. The dark stream meets
Expliquer la situation.
her flowing mother. At the foot of the old tower.
out.
J'espère qu'il n'est pas sujet au vertige.
Meets the flowing river. Old tower. Not ruined, but old.
Arno. What is happening now?
Qu'est-ce qui peut le pousser?
Alright, let's take a look at this. At the edge of the capital being Paris, in the shadow of the wall, okay, the swamp of sorrows burns the outcast fire. We found that. Where the dead rest, stone eyes watch, vigilant guardians in death. As in life. In the fetid muck, where the dark stream meets her flowing mother. Is that it? I bet it is.
Rip your heart out! Cut him loose! Die! You're mine!
Arno, watch here.
Yeah, quite a bit of muck. And purple flame. Is it? Oh, I hear ya. Not really the foot of what I think, but there we go. Open. That's enough fragments to open a door in the armor room. But we're not going to be doing that yet. No. We have 2 more quests, missions. That will be that of... Ooh.
Another late night.
Of course, yes. So, that will be the Tapestry Thief, the Foxy Renard, and then finally the Armor. We're going to handle all of that in the next episode. We've run overtime for today's episode, which is okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in today for today's episode. It has been fun. 2 mysteries and a puzzle. It'll be the next episode before we finish up with the missions and then continue on with the last of the sequences of the main game. Then we'll probably hit all the collectibles in the main game before going into the DLC. Really? All the collectibles? Like, all the collectibles? Oh, goodness. I mean, it wouldn't take too long. I'll put that in a, in the let's 100% when we come back for the multiplayer missions. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's tackle a thief. And as always, keep telling stories.